We honestly believe na importanteng mag-attend ang Vice President. Kami po ay interesadong malaman kung anong explanation at ano ang ebidensya ng ating Vice Presidente behind her plea, kung anong mang i-enter niyang plea, which I suppose not guilty. With all due respect to the Vice President, we are confident that we will secure a conviction. Why? We have evidence. We have strong evidence.
How important is it for the Vice President to show up? Kasi hindi naman dun sa throughout the trial, para na lang yung swearing in, parang sa korte din, yung arraignment pala, yung pinaka-arraignment. And then afterwards, she doesn't have to show up. Ano po yung, siyempre, mas gusto niya, pupunta siya doon. Kaya lang, would you like the Senate to compel her?
We honestly believe na importanteng mag-attend ang Vice President. Why? Kasi doon sa ating inquiry in aid of legislation, she did not make a sufficient participation. As a matter of fact, she did not present her evidence. So we look forward na this time around ay maglalatag ang ating Vice Presidente ng kanyang depensa, ng kanyang ebidensya against the 7 articles of impeachment which are incorporated in the impeachment complaint. Kami po ay interesadong malaman kung anong explanation at ano ang ebidensya ng ating Vice Presidente behind her plea, kung anong mang i-enter niyang plea, which I suppose not guilty.
Sa 7 articles of impeachment, kahit isa lang siyang ma-convict, pwede na siyang ma-oust, hindi ba?
That is true, Ma'am Ami. And I have to admit, among the 7 articles, what we believe are really very solid are the first 3. Ano ba yung first 3 articles of impeachment natin? Number 1 is the threat to the life of the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker.
Kapag pinatay ako, patayin mo si BBM, si Lisa Araneta, at si Martin Romualdez. No joke, nagbilin na ako, ma'am. Pag namatay ako, sabi ko, huwag ka tumigil hanggang hindi mo mapatay sila.
We consider this as betrayal of public trust, no? Because Filipinos would not want a Vice President who poses a threat to the life of the highest official of the land. And kagaya na yan, sinasabi ng maraming prosecutors na kasama ko, habang nadidelay ang impeachment trial, may threat sa buhay ng ating presidente, the highest official of the land. Because of what she manifested during that online conference, no? That is one. The second article of impeachment is the misuse of confidential fund, both of the OVP and the DepEd. We have to understand whether it is big or small, confidential fund is part of the public fund. And we should always understand that public office is a public trust. It is our obligation to explain saan napunta ang pera ng taong bayan. And number 3, of course, is the payola na umikot sa Department of Education. This is an issue of bribery and corruption. And we will recall na during the inquiry in aid of legislation, tatlong officials ng DepEd ang umamin na nakatanggap sila ng payola from DepEd.
Meron po nagsasabi na you cannot be ousted by impeachment for a position na hindi naman impeachable. So, tinatanong nila kung bakit daw kasama yung sa DepEd.
It's not because she occupied as a position of department secretary. It's because while being a DepEd secretary, she is also the vice president, a position which is impeachable by way of an impeachment process, no? So, nagkataon na habang siya DepEd secretary, ay vice president din siya. And the only way to oust her is by way of impeachment. I believe that we have basis to include that allegation, that article in our complaint.
So, Congresswoman, sa tingin nyo, yung pinakamalakas of the 7 articles, yung sa grave threats, saka yung dito sa mga confidential funds. Yung sa grave threats, and in fact, nadagdagan ng inciting to sedition, iniimbestigahan na ngayon ng Department of Justice after submission by the National Bureau of Investigation. Isasubpina niyo po ba yon yung records ng NBI?
We have not discussed that among the prosecution team, pero I just wanted to point out na kung ano man po ginagawa ng NBI, it does not have anything to do with the impeachment process kasi ito po ay magkaibang nature. Ito pong impeachment process is administrative in nature. Yun naman po sa NBI, it is criminal in nature, no? So they can be filed separately, they can be tried separately, but I have to discuss it first with our fellow prosecutors if they will be interested to subpoena also the investigation report of the NBI concerning the first article of impeachment.
How confident is the prosecution team of securing a conviction? Tinatanong ko to kasi sa DOJ ngayon, meron silang requirement na tinaas nila yung threshold for evidence before submission, for preliminary investigation, for filing in court. Sa tingin niyo po, with what you have now, with what you have gathered, mataas po ba confidence?
To be very honest, Ma'am Ami, and with all due respect to the Vice President, we are confident that we will secure a conviction. Why? We have evidence. We have strong evidence. And with respect to the first article of impeachment, the video was seen by all Filipinos from across the world.
Can you give me an idea kung ano pa po yung mga hinihingi niyong evidence? You say you want, I guess it's documentary evidence, ano? Can you give us an idea kung ano kaya yung mga yon?
One of my recollections during the Blue Ribbon Committee, nag-request po ako ng complete rundown of the total number of beneficiaries or recipients of confidential fund. Kasi medyo nga po tayo ay na-disturb at naglabasan itong mga pangalang Mary Grace Piatos and Cocoy Villamin na hindi po ma-explain ng mga STOs. So I remember, I moved na magkaroon ng complete rundown yung total number of recipients ng confidential fund. At least ibang gapos dun sa database ng PSA kung aling mga pangalan yung existing at aling pangalan yung fictitious. No? Yung mga pangalan na hindi nag-appear from the records of PSA. That is one among those documents na gusto sana naming maipresenta during the impeachment trial.
Nanghihingi din po ba kayo ng record? Kasi sabi nila, dun daw sa Davao City, meron daw talagang pamilyang Piatos, ano? Meron ba kayong effort to verify?
We will be welcoming if they will be able to present itong mga taga Davao na Piatos. Pero maalala mo, Ma'am Ami, ito na yung question ko kay Gina Acosta. Tinatanong ko kung sino si Mary Grace Piatos hanggang medyo sumama na yung pakiramdam niya. And then I asked her kung bakit siya sumama ang pakiramdam, napakamalumanay ko namang magtanong. Her answer was, hindi daw talaga niya alam kung sino si Mary Grace Piatos, no? Nevertheless, ito pong impeachment trial na ito, this is a perfect opportunity for the Vice President to present her defense. So, if indeed merong mga Piatos sa Davao, we will be welcoming the people with the last name Piatos, no? Ipasabina natin sa Pina Testificandum para papatunayan natin na ito nga yung mga Piatoses doon. And in particular, Mary Grace Piatos.
Have you started coordinating with, it has to be the anti-money laundering? They need to give the order? Or is it the court or kayo ba? It has to go through them first, di ba? Kasi they have to lift the bank secrecy law, di ba?
Yes, that's true. We have not discussed yet, but I believe that that will be part of that article of impeachment which pertains to ill-gotten wealth. To be specific, ito yung mga allegation ni former Senator Sonny Trillanes, allegations of bank accounts, and we will be relying on the impeachment court judges in as far as the production of these bank accounts are concerned by way of their compulsory processes, no? I understand that with the impeachment court, with its compulsory process, they can subpoena these bank accounts of wherever banks they are being maintained.
Because of this controversy, Congresswoman, na-revive na naman yung mga proposal for legislation to ease bank secrecy laws. Do you think magkakaroon to ng suporta sa Congress if ever? Kasi ang tagal-tagal na neto, ilang beses ko na tong nakita tong proposal na to, mukhang hindi sinusuportahan ng mga kongresista. Sa tingin nyo, there might be support for this because of what happened now, itong sa kaso ni Vice President.
I believe that will be a subject matter of lengthy consideration and debate among all the members of the House. Kasi issues of graft and corruption, no? issues of ill-gotten wealth, it is important that the impeachment court or the regular courts have access to the bank accounts because that is the only way that you will be able to verify kung talaga bang guilty of malversation, graft and corruption itong mga public officials na ito. Certainly, ito po'y magiging importanteng subject matter ng debate in the lower house and even in the upper house.